All right, so last night, me and my brother Wes were in Las Vegas, kind of wandering around the strip, right? And we look up, and there's this resort that's got a huge pool on the roof. But it had this, like, clear acrylic fucking wall, like 3 fucking floors deep, right? And you could see the water and the swimmers and everything. It was pretty badass. We're like, we gotta do this, right? So me and Wes, we find our way up to the top of this fucking resort or whatever the fuck, and we jump in the pool, and we're having a blast. It's a fucking sweet ass pool. Above the water, all you can see is the horizon, right? It's kind of like an infinity pool. Down below, clear as fucking shit. You could see out that acrylic fucking wall out onto the strip. It was neat. Then these fucking waves start fucking kicking in. It's a wave pool, but it feels like you're in the ocean and shit. And it kind of feels like these waves are gonna kick you up over that fucking wall and shit, but which you don't. It's pretty safe. It's really fun. We were having a blast, right? But eventually we get out of this fucking thing, and this waiter comes and hands us each a bill. And I open my fucking bill up. $7,540, and Wes's was pretty much the same. And I'm like, what the fuck? $40 for the pool fee and $7,500 for 2 Cabernets and a fucking cocktail. I didn't even fucking drink. Wes did. He was stunned. I'm fucking stunned. Like, what the fuck? I can't afford this ever, right? So I tell the waiter, and he takes it to the bartender, and I follow him, and him and the bartender are chatting or whatever, and the bartender's like, so you didn't drink at all? I'm like, no. I said, I didn't. And he's like, all right, here's what I can do. And he takes a pencil, wipes off the fucking bill, and gives it back to me. And I'm like, he took off the $40 for the fucking pool fee. I'm like, dude, I swam. I didn't fucking drink. This ain't fair, right? I'm sick to my stomach. So I'm kind of walking around like, how the fuck am I going to pay for this? I don't have the money, right? I'm physically ill. And I run into this fucking kind of heavy-set bald guy with a beard, and he's got this gray suit on and an earpiece, and he's asked me what's going on. So I tell him, and he tells me that he understands my concerns and wants to help, right? He's a really nice guy. And then this other fucking large guy with a red beard but a little bit more hair and a red shirt comes over, and he grabs the bill, and he's like, I'll handle this, and he walks off. I'm, what the hell? I said to the gray guy in the gray, aren't you his boss? He goes, yeah, but everybody wants to be a hero. And I'm like, well, I don't give a fuck who the hero is. I just want this rectified, right? This guy eventually comes back and says, here, this is what I could do. I open it up, $650. It's down a lot, but I'm like, still, fuck. I don't owe this money. This is still too much money, right? Who do I got to talk to above you guys, right? He goes, well, that's the head of security, right? And I'm like, that doesn't fucking make sense. I'm like, well, where's he at? I don't give a shit. And he goes, well, he's at a black tie event downstairs. I'm like, event or no? I'm going, right? So I fucking find my way to this ballroom. I don't know how I knew where it was, but I get there, and there's a black tie event going on, and there's the head of security on the end of the stage, right? And I don't know how I knew it was him, but I knew it was him, and I go straight up to that fucking dude, and I grab this champagne bottle. It's full of ice and shit, and I fucking dump it on his ass, and I said, how does that feel, right? And I don't know why that made sense, but that's what I did, and he was on the floor just fucking stunned, but he didn't do anything. I was expecting a fight, a fucking chase, or nothing. And since he didn't do anything, I took my bill and I threw it at him. I said, dude, I'm not fucking paying this. I can't afford it. This ain't right. It's outrageous. This is not fair, right? And he just calmly said, if you don't pay it, it's going to collections. And I was like, collections? I said, you made my fucking point. How can a 3-drink fucking bar tab that I didn't even rack up go to collections? That's insane, right? He goes, well, it is what it is. And he was so relaxed and so calm. It was hard to be mad, right? And he goes, are you through? And I go, well, I guess so. And he goes, then would you kindly leave? And I'm like, like I said, I couldn't be mad. I just turned around and walked off. And that's when I woke up.